Perfect. And you chose this one. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore.
Correct.
And you reflected on it. What are your
I did.
reflections on that?
So my thoughts, this quote spoke to me kind of for two reasons. One, it spoke to me as my experience back when I was a student, thinking about being the kind of student who wanted to get the A, wanted to fulfill the rubric, do the checklist, whatever was needed, tell me so I can follow that path and not fail.
Okay.
And then I thought about it as a teacher who doesn't want my students to necessarily be in a cookie cutter position where they feel like, what's the rubric? How do I get the A? I don't want to fail. If we want students to kind of lose sight of the shore and take big swings and be creative and, build their own learning experiences, be people who have, curious minds, then they need to be able to fail. They need to be able to take risks. But if they're existing in a system that punishes those risks and their grade will suffer for taking those risks, then we're kind of in a catch-22 there.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought when I thought this quote.
What's the solution to that? How can we find some way forward to that, Jeremy?
I think the biggest solution is really that kind of system change, getting like-minded people together to really think about ways that students can increase their own agency. So whether that's combining, the best practices of like project-based learning or problem-based learning, or letting the students be, in the driver's seat when it comes to inquiry, thematic type teaching. It's the kind of things that give them that agency to say, this is what I want to learn. This is how I can be creative, and still rooting it in those high standards, but not it being a one-size-fits-all approach, because our students aren't one-size-fits-all. So,
Perfect. Thank you.
thank you.